Welcome to another Dell Corporation Quality Management System training presentation. This presentation will focus on the requirements of ISO 9001:2015, Section 7.2 Competence. In accordance with ISO 9001:2015, Requirement 7.2, the organization shall A. Determine the necessary competence of persons doing work under its control that affects the performance and effectiveness of the quality management system. B. Ensure that these persons are competent on the basis of appropriate education, training, or experience. C. Where applicable, take actions to acquire the necessary competence, and evaluate the effectiveness of the actions taken. D. Retain appropriate documented information as evidence of competence. QMSP 7.2-001. Competence and Awareness is the organization's quality management system document that makes provision for and outlines the controls necessary for the organization to ensure personnel involved in the product realization process, performing activities that affect the performance and effectiveness of the quality management system, are competent. The organization has classified competency requirements in three ways: prospective employee, contractor. Prospective employee, job applicant qualifications will be reviewed against appropriate job descriptions. Prior to employment with Dell Corporation, department managers are responsible for ensuring prospective employees meet minimum qualifications. However, additional review input may be required commensurate with the relevance, technical, and/or specialized nature of each position. The organization may extend an offer to such candidates that do not meet all the requirements of the position for which they are applying. Consideration for employment may be made based on a recognized potential, skill set to meet position requirements. Dell Corporation employees. Performance appraisals are the primary method of evaluating and determining competency for Dell Corporation personnel. Each employee shall be evaluated based on their performance of job duties and responsibilities, as well as their recognized potential to have an expanded role in the organization. Performance appraisal is the baseline indicator for demonstrating personnel competence. If it is determined that the employee has performed satisfactorily over the evaluation period, goals designed to enhance professional development may be developed. If it is determined that an employee has performed unsatisfactorily over the evaluation period, performance improvement goals shall be developed. Subsequent supervisory evaluation may be conducted to ensure employees are meeting improvement objectives. If at that time, it is determined that an employee does not meet performance expectations, employment may be terminated. Third-party contractor competency is determined based on the nature of the service provided. Dell Corporation employs, at any given time, independent contractors, agency personnel, and/or service providers. Independent contractors. Qualifications of independent contractors shall be reviewed and considered appropriate by a member of the organization deemed competent in the contractor's field, prior to engaging in any work activity for the organization. Agency personnel must only enter into contract for services through agencies included on the approved, active vendors list. Agency personnel work under the direct supervision of competent Dell Corporation personnel. Service provider personnel performing work that requires validation or does not fall under the normal scope of operation, or not a position maintained within the organization, must meet the requirements for such processes as documented in quality management systems procedures and/or respective industry standards. Personnel qualifications must be confirmed prior to engaging in any work activity involving such processes. Organizations that provide service personnel must be included on the approved, active vendors list. Training or other appropriate actions. On-the-job training. Dell Corporation considers on-the-job (OJT) training as the primary method of training employees. Additional OJT opportunities are afforded those employees working on fulfilling competency requirements, employees placed in new positions and/or assigned increased levels of responsibility. On-the-job training is accomplished in the normal work environment, utilizing the tools, equipment, documents or materials as required by the quality management system and as needed throughout the product realization process. Supplemental training. Dell Corporation makes supplemental training opportunities available for all personnel based on its impact to the quality management system and/or the product realization process. Supplemental training takes place away from the normal work environment where the focus is on the subject matter being presented and its relative influence on product quality. Supplemental opportunities included, but may not be limited to, quality management system training, presented by Dell Corporation personnel, certifying organizations, and/or third-party organizations, technical conferences, web events, seminars, vendor, supplier training. Safety training. Internal training. Training given internally on topics with a direct or indirect effect on product quality or delivery. E-learning opportunities. Organizational internal training. Training opportunities for Dell Corporation personnel, to include contract or agency personnel, are continuously evaluated and identified in the following way. Note: training identification includes, but may not be limited to, the following. Supervisor or management observation. Supervisors and/or management may recommend or assign additional training opportunities to personnel, individually or as a group, to correct deficiencies, improve performance, and/or to enhance professional development. NCR or CPAR frequency. Recurrent nonconformance trends, corrective actions, and preventive actions, as well as those arising from customer concerns, may be used as indicators for the need to offer additional training opportunities. Personnel feedback. Dell Corporation management and supervisors constantly engage and encourage personnel feedback for training opportunities. Individual training requests from employees may also be considered during annual performance evaluations. Scheduling for training shall be accomplished and published through the Dell Corporation Electronic Quality Management System, email notification, and/or event calendar. Coordination of training opportunities is done through the quality manager and/or departmental managers. Recommendations for training opportunities shall be considered based on the potential value added to the organization, the quality management system, product quality, and professional growth. Training effectiveness is measured by, but may not be limited to, one or more of the following methods. Acceptable score on quality management system test. Performance appraisal. Certificate of successful completion of customer-specified or provided training. A noted downward trend of non-conformance reporting. A noted increase in productivity or process efficiency. Dell Corporation personnel shall be evaluated for competence based on the nature of the product realization jobs, tasks as well as the impact of such positions on the effectiveness of the quality management system. The organization has determined the following methodology in determining personnel competence. Welding personnel. Personnel performing welding, fabrication activities for the organization shall be deemed competent by an evaluation of welder qualification testing for respective approved welding procedures. Product realization personnel. Personnel performing product realization activities that do not require additional validation controls shall be deemed competent based on a supervisory annual performance evaluation. Performance appraisals shall be conducted and documented on the Quality Management System Form QMF 7.20020001 Employee Performance Appraisal. Note: performance appraisals are accomplished to determine competence, any corrective actions deemed appropriate, any recognized opportunities for advancement, and/or any performance improvement recommendations. Compensation is not a primary consideration of the employee appraisal process. Awareness. The organization has developed QP 5.2001 quality policy and QO 6.2001 quality objectives to promote and create awareness of the relevance and importance of their contribution to the effectiveness of the quality management system and quality objectives. Benefits of improved performance on the organization. Implications of not conforming to quality management system requirements. To promote awareness, the organization shall provide quality management system training, Provide job training. Ensure training specified and/or provided by the customer, when required, is included in the training program. Address quality management system requirements in organizational meetings. To ensure that personnel are aware of quality management system requirements and their roles in achieving quality objectives, employees are tested after each quality management system training, evaluated based on performance on their ability to meet quality objectives, performance appraisals, encouraged to offer recommendation on improving the quality management system, interviewed during the internal audit about their roles relating to the impact on quality. Evidence of employee awareness is obtained and recorded, at a minimum, during the internal audit process. Note: a representative sampling of personnel is accomplished during the internal audit process. Records of education, training, skills and experience are maintained electronically and/or hard copies. Records for personnel competence shall be maintained. Should you have any questions about this or any other quality requirement, please contact Danny at delltank.com. Call or text 337-224-2873 or stop by for a conversation. And remember,
the bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the bills are making it happen.